Open the window. I'm looking at it. Yeah, put the fan in.
Walk, keep on walking straight to the hell we made. Why always a wall, babe, when we wanna come closer? Don't tell a million lies, kill the butterflies. I just wanna make things right. Walk, keep us on the road. Try to find what we had before. Get the spark, ignite, or is it gone?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Don't Be Scared. Let's
talk
talk
about
about it.
it.
Listen, we gonna talk about it tonight. I got my other host on with me, Kim Foxy. What's up with you tonight, girly?
Man, chilling, sipping on this little Riesling.
Listen, I went on and got my little Rita back out. So me and Rita, we gonna be chilling again tonight. So listen, we want to welcome you to the show. We want to let you know, allegedly, this is what happened. We got some stuff we're gonna talk about tonight. We got some deep stuff going on. Comment, like, share,
Allegedly.
and yeah, allegedly. Comment, like, share. We're gonna be looking at your comments, everything. We're gonna reply to you. We are going to have a good time tonight. We came on a little late, but we here. So listen, it's some stuff
Here.
going on in these streets. The streets are talking this week, and we had to come on. So we're gonna start out with the celebrity tea. So let's go. Okay, we're gonna start with Royce Reed, and this is a topic that it's like really, 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 really bad. And a lot of people feel a different way about it. So let's explain what's going on first of all. So Royce was on Basketball Wives back in the day because she has a baby with Dwight Howard. And so if you don't know who he is, let me bring up his picture. You got to know who he is now. Very, very famous basketball player. Now, allegedly, we got to use that word. Back in the day, y'all know Dwight Howard had a couple of rumors out there about him, how he's a little freaky, down low, kind of, sort of, whatever, right? Have a son together.
Okay.
There is this, um, I don't want to say case, but their son is not to be around any other child that is smaller or younger than he is. And this is nationwide. No children should be around him that's smaller or younger than he is. Okay?
So how old is the son?
I want to say he's about 13. He's a teenager. Okay? Now, the issue is she started dating a guy, right? This guy has sons himself.
Mm.
And his children started to commingle with her son because, of course, they have a relationship going on. So you're going to commingle your family. Well, her son started to molest or to touch, to make his kids touch on him. So let's give an example. The young guy said that if his children were to delete something on the memory card of his game, he would become upset and he would make them suck him. Get it?
What?
Yeah. So, what happened, because she knew this, that he should not be around kids smaller or younger than him, they arrested her for child neglect. Now, Dwight has always said that she was a little freaky herself. She has had her son in some type of counseling. So she knew he had a problem.
Mhm.
She knew this.
Right.
So the question is, do you think she's wrong?
Hell yeah, she wrong.
Do
She's
you
wrong.
think
She needs to
I'm
be
gonna
held
put my
accountable.
headphones in?
But
Should she
what
have
about
been
the dad,
arrested?
though?
Say it again.
So what about the dad? What about the dad? So where is the father in this? The kid's father. Did he know? Did he have an idea that her son had these tendencies? I guess I don't know what you want to call it.
Where the children's father, her boyfriend's kids?
Right. Did he know that her son had those issues?
It hasn't really been said. So I haven't found anything to say whether or not he really knew. But I don't know, because isn't that a conversation you should have with someone when you're and then if she has him in this counseling, you would think that he does know, right? You got to know that
Right.
she's taking this young guy to counseling, so you shouldn't leave them alone with this with him. You would think.
Well, something is going on. You might not know the details, but you know something is going on. And if you leaving your kids there, you need to find out details on what. What is he
Absolutely.
going to counseling about? And
Absolutely.
if she feel like she can't open up, so yeah, I kind of fought him too. And I know, when you get in a relationship and you want your significant other to meet your children or whatever, but you don't have to leave them with them.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, you got to ask questions. You got to
Absolutely.
ask questions. You got to be protective of your kids, because you don't know what's going on the other end.
Mm-mm.
Anything can happen behind closed doors.
So it was
No, I don't
asked,
like that.
what is the court order? You mean the court order with the son? If you mean is that the son is not allowed to go around any child that is younger or smaller than him, any child, without being supervised. So she knew that. She knew that. And that's why they arrested her for child neglect, because it is her fault that it happened as the parent. And for me, I'm just wondering how the kid's mother feel. You know what I'm saying? With them being with those being hurt, because it's two kids, it's two boys. It's for allegedly it's two boys. How do they feel? I mean, how does she feel? Because I would lose it to know that this has been
Yeah.
happening. Because this is not just a one off. Because
Yeah.
it's like he's saying like
No,
this has
that's
happened multiple
way
times.
beyond inappropriate.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. And these kids are going to be traumatized because, and if you think about it, how big
Right.
Dwight Howard is, and if you think about his son, he may be a big dude. So you got this dude
Right.
that's sitting here telling these kids, oh, you did that? Then you got to come do this to me. And that's what they were doing. They were doing these sexual acts because he would get upset at something
That's
that they would do.
awful.
So
That's awful.
they arrested her. They arrested her. Listen, I'm in total agreement with it. And I think it's time to hold parents responsible for their children. you know, and all parents, all colors, you know, it's time to hold you responsible. This is insane.
Yeah, oh, they gonna hold us. They're gonna hold us black people parents
Oh,
accountable. Oh, they gonna do that.
listen,
But
understand what it
things
is.
aren't equal.
Yeah, understand what it is. We're definitely going to be held accountable for everything that we do. So absolutely, yeah, we're going to be held responsible.
And
But
then some.
and then everybody was asking, where is he? Like, you know, is he not a part of, of his son's life? And I don't really know, but I do know that he has always said in the past that she has done inappropriate things in front of the son. Now, it's always been alleged that
Mm.
he has this little thing. He's been freaky. He goes to these little secret garden parties that are very like sexually, you know, these parties they have, these Hollywood type parties that they have, and
Mhm.
very freaky, and that's a part of his lifestyle. So this kid probably got it on both sides, to be honest with you. He probably got it, honestly. But you have to, if you
Wow.
know he has the problem, then have to you got to be more responsible. So it's out there
Yeah.
now. It's out there. It's been documented. She's been arrested. She's home now, of course. But I just wonder, like, what's going to be done? Like, what's going to be done to the child? Is he going to be sent away? I don't know. But
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
sad.
She will probably lose custody.
Yeah, that too. That too. And is he going to be charged as a juvenile? And you know, because he
Yeah.
is, and I want to tread lightly, but he is kind of a predator in a sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But he's actually in counseling. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even if they charge him, they probably won't charge him with much because that's like a sickness. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, that's like a mental illness. He's in
But
counseling, he's getting help for it. But his mom, she didn't do her part. She didn't step up to the plate. She shouldn't have had those kids around him.
yeah, she didn't. I'll say this: she didn't protect
Because
others.
you don't know, right, you don't know what else would happen in the past that could have gotten him to this point. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she lose custody of him because
I wouldn't either.
she's not doing her mommy duty at
Nah, not at
all.
all.
She failed the assignment.
She missed it. She definitely missed it, and for that she got locked up. Yeah, they got her ass. They
Yeah.
got her, and it is what it is. And this may become a thing where they're gonna start holding you accountable for shit like this. I mean, it's not shit, but for things like this because you're endangering somebody else's child.
Right.
And these are horrible stories to hear
Right.
because you send your kids somewhere where you think they're safe. Because if I'm sending my
Yeah.
child with their father, I think they're safe. And then to hear these
Right.
stories, this is crazy.
Yeah. That's why I said I'm surprised that the dad didn't get anything because seriously, like it's he got some he got some blame on this too. You know,
Absolutely.
because
Because part of
I mean
me
it's
doesn't believe he didn't know. Yeah, it's hard for me to it's hard for me to not think that he didn't know. I just I
yeah.
don't know.
I
Call me
think
crazy.
I think maybe he didn't know because think about that the young guy is underage. So, I can't see the mom just saying hey, look, my kid got some issues, and giving him the details about it because that's embarrassing, period.
It is. It is, but
So I can't see him knowing. and still brought his kids around. I can't see it. Nah,
I don't know. I don't know
I
because
hope not.
some people said that he was living there. That's
Oh
allegedly.
wow.
So we don't know for sure, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think they
It's
protected the
bad.
other kids.
That's my thoughts. All the way
I
across the board. It's just bad.
yeah,
And it's
it's
sad for him.
it,
Sad
it
for the
really
kids.
is.
Everybody involved.
Everybody. All right, so we're gonna move on. I'm gonna go to my sports. March Madness. I'm gonna get this out the way. Sweet 16. I know you all got your teams. You can shout out your teams. Duke survived last night, so we're good. Carolina, I think they play. If they are not playing, they're playing. I think they may be playing now. If they're not already, if they're not, they're playing tonight. Carolina plays tonight. So Sweet 16 is going on. March Madness. Everybody going crazy. Ugh, I need a pill. During March, I really need a pill, okay? Because y'all drive me crazy in March. March Madness is really madness, okay? Woo! I'm ready for April already. I am ready for April, okay? All right, we got that out the way.
So how many games is left?
So it's the Sweet 16, then it's the Elite 8, and then you got the 4, and then the 2, and you're done. And then you have your champion. That's it.
So you're well into April.
Yeah.
And so you think it'll be over by the end of April?
I cannot remember. I don't know the date when it's over. I don't know. Because it goes on during the
It
week.
seems like it lasts.
So I can't remember the last, but it should be
It seems
done.
like it's going to pass. Because next week
I
is
don't
the
think it's
last
going to pass
week.
April. If somebody
Next week?
knows when the last game is, let us know. I don't think it's going to go past April. Because I think it's just March. It's just March Madness.
Okay.
Because the
But
good
we're
thing
definitely
is,
going into April.
right. So, because the good thing is the games are during the week. It's not like just the weekend. So it's like during the week, during the day, during the night, like they boom, 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 boom. So it keeps going. So yeah, it's listen, it's madness for real, for real. So we got Deshaun Watson. He has been cleared. This is twice of all charges. He's also going to Cleveland. He's going to Cleveland is where he's going as the quarterback there. He is going to be paid. His contract is $230 million. $230. So, hey, he.
How much guaranteed? How much guaranteed?
I did not look up and see how much is guaranteed, and you know I always do that, and I didn't look it up this time, but I know it's $230 million. He's young, so I'm hoping that he gets all of his guaranteed money. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and because he's going, oh my God, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, anyway, $230 million, been cleared of all his charges, so he's straight. He couldn't be taught when he did his little interview because he was
say
just
he's
like
going to Cleveland.
Cleveland. Yeah, he'll be with Cleveland. So I saved the best for last.
I think Carolina was looking at him for a while.
Oh, were they? They probably wanted him, but okay. So we got it here. We got that April the 4th is the final day for the NCAA basketball game. So that's when March Madness will end. So we'll find out.
Okay.
So my man Tom Brady, he did a psych, and he is coming back. Okay, get yourself together. He ain't gone yet, you know. He's coming back. You know I love Tom Brady. I am so happy.
Let me get my drink on.
Yeah, you drink to it. That's what I want you to do. Tom Brady is coming back and to grace the field. Thank you very much. He will be back. Okay, I'm loving it. We back in Tampa, baby. It's all good.
I'm swallowing my vomit right now. Okay.
Yeah, whatever. You go ahead on and get all of that out. Don't even matter. So that's he said F Brady.
I just
Don't
want
do
him
that.
to stop. You know, it's every year.
Y'all some haters, man.
Every year he plays these games
He
I
does
mean, I'm just
not.
saying, every year he comes out, I'm tired. I want to go retire. I'm
Y'all some
tired.
haters.
Sit your ass
Haters.
down, Tom. Stop playing.
Haters. Haters.
I don't believe
Any
him.
who.
He like the boy who cried wolf.
Whatever, man. So let's talk about this lady here. I want to know your thoughts.
Yeah,
And is this finalized?
yeah.
Is this finalized? Are we done with this?
So I think we are done. They wrapped up the final hearing today, and she will be, I think, the 119th. I didn't look at the actual number, just Supreme Court justice, but let me tell you something. If she ain't never did nothing her whole life, she earned this position. Just
Okay.
sitting in there listening to those white racist a-holes. I was just an asshole.
Okay.
I
Okay.
mean, they've always made black people go above and beyond everything to get half of what they deserve. No,
Mhm.
not what they deserve, what they've earned. You know what I'm saying? So it's she got two strikes against her. She's African American, one, and she's a woman too. And
Mhm.
the men that's sitting on the 90% of them are white and they're men.
Mm.
So yeah, Supreme Court Justice, I would say nominee, because I'm not sure yet if she's in there, but she is basically in there. Ketanji Brown Jackson, sister, I'm proud of you. She held
Absolutely.
her poise. She was grace. She was elegant. She was everything that represents the African American queens that we are. You are enough. What's his
Mhm.
name? What's his name? Corey Baker.
Uh-huh.
Booker. Corey Booker. He said it best.
Yeah.
You did that. You are worthy. You sit there and because you've already earned it. Nobody's giving her anything. You know what I'm saying? You've earned where you are. Because
Mhm.
she's had to work hard.
Oh yeah.
She's had to work 3 times harder than her white female counterparts,
Mhm.
and 10 times harder than her white male counterparts. Because that's
Mhm.
how they do us.
Mhm.
What's your thoughts on it?
Um. So I saw a little bit of it where Cruz, um, he was like he was saying to one
Ted
of the guys,
Cruz.
yeah, he was like, "Are you gonna let her answer the question? Are you gonna let her answer the question?" And the guy was beating the gavel, and he was like, "I don't care about you beating it. Are you gonna let her answer?" And he was just going on and on, and she was just kind of like just sitting there, and I guess he was, still trying to go, and it was ending or whatever, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
I know I wasn't made for that. I know I wasn't because I know
Yeah.
I would not
It's
have
it's it's
had the calmness that she had. And I did see the other part a
yeah.
little bit where one of her friends talked about her. And I thought that was such a nice thing when she spoke up for her, whatever. Um but the other thing that was brought up about her as well that I had saw this week was the fact that she was married to a white man. People spoke about that, as well as they talked about the vice president being married to a white man. Now, one thing that somebody brought up, and this is not to um, downgrade my people or black men in general, but they did bring up the
Mm-hmm.
fact of maybe as they were going through, their education process and different things like that, that the men, most of the men that they were around were probably white men. So not that they preferred a white man, but maybe they were just surrounded more by white men when they were getting their, education and things like that, and they fell in love with a white man. You know what I'm saying? Um, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't, I didn't take anything, from that or from her. At the end of the day. it is what it is. When it comes to her,
Yeah.
as you said, you can't take that from her. You know, she did the work.
Right.
She did, regardless of who she fell in love with or who she married. She did the work behind everything, and I don't care who she sleeps with at night. She did the work. You know what I
Right.
mean? So,
Right.
I mean, I
Yeah.
give,
They attacked her on all fronts. It's just terrible.
yeah, they did. They really did. And so, oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'm gonna have to read it from over here. As soon as Cruz finished questioning Jackson, he went on Twitter to see if his name was tweeting. This is a photo of him doing it. Oh wow. See, and that just shows there he wanted clout. You know, some people just want to trend. Like he said, they want to trend. They want to be that trending
Mhm.
topic. And he did, because
Right.
like I said, I was scrolling and I saw him and I was like, is this really necessary? Like, come on. What are we doing here? But
Yeah, but that's what politicians are doing right now, though. That's
right.
what they're doing. They're trying to get the popularity,
Yep.
for for them to stand out instead of actually doing their job.
Doing
Do your job. We
do
don't
your
care how
job.
popular you are.
Nobody cares. Like, did it really make you feel
Nobody
good
cares.
to do that to a woman? I mean, any woman. I'm not even talking about color,
Right.
but did it make you feel good to do that to a woman?
Right.
Period. Like, seriously, I don't get it. But, and I mean, it is a lot to be a woman and to sit up in a room with the majority of men and to really speak,
Hmm.
what you have to say and to let your voice be heard. That's a lot, because I know I can be sitting in a room sometimes and know I can know my stuff, right? But then when I start to speak, my hands will get sweaty. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, now I know
Right.
I'm about to
Right.
speak and I know I have to speak intelligently and I gotta, stay on track. And so it's a lot. And for her to be able to do that, for
Yeah.
any
And
woman to
just
be able to do that,
imagine.
that's a lot.
Yeah, that's you, and you're probably at work, people that you've worked around for years and years and years. Here
Absolutely.
she is, she's in a room, basically strangers
Right.
who are asking her questions about stuff that she's already done. She's already basically proven herself. Now she got to prove and answer these questions again. I mean, nah, it was terrible. It was terrible. It was totally unprofessional of them to fund some of the stuff that they did.
Yeah.
They
It it
asked.
it was very, very unprofessional. And I know, like, I couldn't have done it. Like, I just, listen, not me. And then the fact that, at one point in time I went and took some classes on criminal justice. And that's when I found out that no one actually polices the judges. You know what I'm saying? So if a judge goes in on one day and is like, I feel this
Mhm.
way and I'm a rule this way, that's it. That's it. Unless you find another judge to go to and appeal it, then what that judge says on that day is it. And again, it does not matter the color. It's whatever that judge feels on that day. So if you're gonna say, well, she did this, how about another judge probably did it too? Because it's whatever they
Right.
say. They have the final say. And I was like, wait a minute. You telling me that nobody can overrule huh? Nobody polices the listen, I'm telling you. So again, my hat's off to her. I I couldn't do it. Because
Yes,
I'm telling
it's
you.
one of the highest offices in the US. So yeah,
Yeah.
she did that. She did
She
it.
really did. We gotta give it to her again. She she did that, and hey, my hat goes off to her. She did it. Now, I'm gonna get into this next topic, but I am going to be very, very gentle about what I say. But we got to talk about it. So we're gonna move into the Braxtons, and we didn't talk about Tracy Braxton. She passed away at the age of 50. She passed away of esophagus cancer. And she battled with it privately. She She did not, no one knew when we found out. We were all surprised about it. She was probably one of the realest characters to me. And when you saw her on the show, she felt like she missed out on a lot because when they got the contract the first time, she wasn't able to travel with the sisters because she got pregnant by her husband. She's been married to her husband, I want to say they said 25 years. So she wasn't able to go out with her sisters on the road because she got pregnant, and she felt like the sisters left her. And she has lived with that thing and has just been, it's been on her, and she has like she's she didn't hate them for it, but she held it against them because she felt like they left her. And
She kind of
so
resented them for it.
that's the word I'm looking for. She resented them for it. And I don't feel that way only because I feel like if they hadn't gone and did, first of all, they didn't blow up off of it, but I feel like had they not done it, they wouldn't be where they are. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, they didn't really blow up until Tony went out on her
I
own.
understand.
But, again, it put their faces out there.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, she passed away. Everybody knows on the show, they didn't really favor her husband a lot. For one, he did cheat. It came out on the show that he did cheat on her. And I do remember him
In the
saying,
picture, which one is the husband?
in the
The
picture, the
one
husband
to
is the one on the left. Well, it's my left, so I'm hoping it's your left, with the mustache. Then beside her is her son's wife, and then it's her son because her son got married. So, and this is the
okay, so the
picture.
one with the beard is her husband.
Yes,
The big dude.
yes, that's her husband.
Okay.
Been married for 25 years, around 25 years. So, they didn't too much care for him. He didn't too much care for them because, he felt like she felt. They kind of left her out, so to speak, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
she passed away. When she passed away, she did write out what she wanted to be done, as far as her funeral arrangements. She left all of that to her
Mm-hmm.
son, not her husband. And the reason they're saying that she did that is because she knew that her husband and her sisters did not get along. So she didn't want him
Wow.
to have to take that on and then the sisters to have something to say and then for it to collide. So she gave it all to her son. Okay? That's number one. She gave it to her son. Fine. So he wanted an open funeral because they were also in a bike club. And, they wanted the bike members, he wanted the bike members there. The sisters were like, no, we want a private funeral. We want to be able to, grieve our sister privately. So, just family and close friends. So the son was like, well, we'll do both. We'll do an open so the bike club members can
Right.
be there, and then we'll do a private one. Fine.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So they decided to go ahead and do the private one for the family. How about the sisters and the mother, Miss Evelyn, did not show up to the funeral?
They didn't show up to the private one?
Nope. And they did the private one for them. The only family members that showed up was, of course, the husband, the son, and his family, the father, the girl's father, and the brother. There's a brother. They have a brother as well, and he was there. But none of the other four sisters showed up, and Miss Evelyn did not show at all. And they said that the son took it hard. He took it very, very hard.
See, that's wrong.
Now,
That's terrible. That's really bad.
here's the
Because
thing.
funerals, they're not for.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was like, funerals is they're not for the dead. Funerals are for the living, and you go to support those that are still alive. You you go and you break down, then there's someone else to lift you up at your moment when you break down. And then if somebody else break down, you can help them if you're strong. You know what I'm saying? So funerals is not for the dead. It's really for the living to say goodbye and, well wishes. I'll see you in heaven. So I think that's really sad. That's sad that they
And then
weren't
here's
there.
the other thing.
For,
This was the last time that the casket was going to be open. So this is it. They're doing another like a celebration for her, but it's going to be at a park with like everybody. So this is the last time that the body will be able to be viewed. And like I said, basically it was for them. This was their private
yeah.
moment. And I guess for me, they don't owe us a reason, but it's like, really, Miss Evelyn, like the mom, I'm kind of very
Yeah.
shocked that the mother didn't show up. And I know that, she was there at the end. Like she spent the last days, the last year with her. But I'm interested to know what happened that you
Why?
didn't show up.
Yeah. I just want to know why is it that it's our race, or I don't know about other cultures that do it, but why it's got to be so much drama behind funerals? Like,
Yeah.
why do we take it like that? Like, why can't we just go to the service, support those, and go home and start the grieving process so we can, learn to live with that death? Like,
Yeah.
why we have to be so extra
Yeah.
when it comes to losing our loved one? Like, they're gone. They're not coming back.
Yeah.
And one
Yeah.
day it's gonna be you. So why would you want this to happen to someone
Right.
that you love? It's just
And
crazy to me.
I think for me, even if I didn't agree with the husband, I would have gone to the funeral and then just not did like whatever repast or gathering they were doing. I wouldn't have done that, but I would have attended the service.
Yeah.
You don't have to do the gathering with the family.
For the nephew.
You don't have to do that, but I would have done the service. Like, you didn't do the service. And you wanted it. You wanted your private moment. And then you didn't show. So it's like, I don't know. I thought it was crazy. And then I thought about this. Because, Miss Evelyn has always had a problem with, wait a minute. Is the dad still alive? Is the dad? Yeah, the dad is still alive, I think. I'm about to. Can you Google that? Google and see if the Braxton's father. I want to say he's still alive, and if he is,
let me see.
Miss Evelyn has always had a problem with him marrying the woman he married.
Oh yeah, he got a new wife.
He married, yes, and she has always had a problem with that lady, and she's never liked to be around her. And Tracy was friends with her. And that may be a reason Miss Evelyn didn't show. I'm just speculating. This is allegedly. But I'm trying to find a reason why you would. And listen, it's hard. So then
I don't see his new wife.
Oh, he been married to her forever. He been married to that new wife forever, honey. She ain't new. Yeah, okay, Jasmine said, yeah, he's alive. Yeah, he's alive. I didn't think he was gone. I think I'm thinking about them marriage when they lost their daddy. But yeah, that Braxton daddy, he's still alive because they said he was at the funeral.
Yeah. He divorced Evelyn in 2000.
Yeah, him and Evelyn been divorced
they had been married
a
long time.
They have been married a long time. They got a whole bunch of kids. But he married that other wife, and she can't stand that other wife. But Tracy and the other wife had a good relationship, and I wonder maybe if that was an issue. Miss Evelyn can't stand her. She don't like her. She don't like that woman. So I don't know, but is that enough to keep you away? But here's the thing: some people can't take funerals, so maybe this loss was too much. Because I'm trying to be sensitive. Maybe this loss was too much for them, and they just couldn't come to the funeral. But everybody couldn't come.
All of them though.
Because this just seemed like they got on the phone and was
Right.
like, "I'm
That's
not
what I was
going."
saying.
It just seemed like it was a consensus, like, "I'm not going," and it was like, "I ain't going either, and I ain't going either, and I ain't going either," and everybody was just like, "I ain't going." And even if you don't like the husband, do you just stay away? I would have just went and then just not
Yeah.
done the family part.
It's selfish. I think that was a selfish move on their part though. Because the kids, come on, the kids gonna need your support. I couldn't leave my niece and nephew out there. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Shannon, we
I'm
talking about
sorry.
Tracy. You know, the sisters and the mom didn't show up for the private funeral that they had for Tracy, which was what they wanted. They wanted the private funeral for Tracy. They didn't want it to be public. So that's what they did, but they're saying that none of them showed up. Miss Evelyn didn't show up, and none of the other girls showed up. They didn't show up. So I'm just trying to be sensitive in saying, like, what could have stopped them from not showing up when they said they wanted it, when they said themselves, we just want a private, funeral that, so we can grieve our sister. And then how do you just not show up? I don't know. And I know it's hard. But that's why you come as a unit. Because it's what, four of them left, right?
Right.
Is Tony, Tawanda,
Yeah.
Tony, Tawanda, Tony, Tawanda.
If you could base it off of the picture.
Right. Tony, yes.
Tamar.
Yeah. So, and then if you count the mom, they're the little support system. So I'm just trying to figure out what happened that day that you all said we ain't coming. You can do it without us.
You think maybe they had a falling out with the husband?
What? I mean, but that's the thing. They never got along anyway. They never got along with him. So, and that's why Tracy didn't let him do the funeral. She left everything she wanted done to her son because she knew they didn't get along with Big Kev. They call him Big Kev. She knew they didn't get along with Big Kev. So she was like, okay, I don't want you to be in the middle of this. I'm going to let my son do it. And that way I feel like everything will be done right. But, And now, but Shannon brings up a great point, and I'm trying, Shannon, Shannon, I was trying not to go there. God, I was trying not to go there.
That's how they treated her?
Yes. Tracy has always felt like an outcast. And, Tracy didn't stay in the same place.
Of the kids? Is she in the middle? Is she a middle child or how?
Ooh, I think Tracy's in the middle. I think she's in the middle. Tamar is the baby.
I'm gonna Google it.
So I think she's in the middle.
Yeah.
But Tracy, I don't think Tracy stayed in the same city that they stayed in either. But Tracy has always felt that they never treated her the same. And to me, Shannon, they should have came just to say you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Just to be like, nope, we're gonna be here for you. And because they said that Tamar and her and all of them that they had they straightened out everything before she left here. That they straightened everything out. So I'm thinking Jessie said she was the oldest. So I'm thinking that
she was the oldest.
Yeah. So I'm thinking this is, but for them not to come, She stayed in Maryland, right? She stayed in Maryland with the dad, Jasmine, right? She stayed in Maryland with the dad, which is why I think she was close to that stepmama. See what I'm saying? And and I'm telling you,
Yeah.
Miss Evelyn didn't like that stepmama. She
Yeah.
never liked that stepmama.
Yeah. It was.
And
It's definitely.
it
It's
was
definitely a
messy.
family rift there.
I'm telling you, it was messy. Miss Evelyn never liked that lady, and I don't know. I think it got really really messy. Exactly. You missed your final opportunity to say farewell to your sister because Shannon. They said this
Yeah.
was the last time they was gonna
That's what
open up
we
her
just said.
casket. They weren't opening up that casket no more.
Yeah.
This was the final viewing. So you missed that. But see, what they probably gonna say is, well, we was there when she passed and we did our last talking and da 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 da. But you still, to me, you didn't show her the love. Y'all, I'm trying to be
Yeah.
sensitive because you don't know what happened. But at the same time, I would have put Big Kev to the side and I would have just showed up. And whatever they were
Right.
doing afterwards, I just would have
Right.
showed up to that. But I would have showed up for that. Because you know the whole world know that
Yeah.
y'all didn't show up now. We all know. It's everybody talking about it.
Exactly.
Everybody talking about the fact that you Braxtons did not show up. And the mama.
It's a damn shame.
How
It's a
the mama
shame.
don't show? How does Miss Evelyn not show
Right.
up?
So she basically picked sides. You know what I'm saying?
But
And
Tracy
Tracy
Tracy always said it. Tracy always said it. She always said Miss Evelyn picked sides. If you go back and look at that show and that last season, because you know Tracy went through therapy on that last season, and she said she needed it because she lost her niece, and she didn't she couldn't get over the fact of losing her niece because her niece was really really young, and so she was going through therapy and stuff like that, and she told Miss Evelyn, you know, she was like, you know, you can't treat me how you treat everybody else because I'm Tracy. I'm different. You got to treat me like I'm Tracy. And you know, they kind of like talked and got their little thing together or whatever, but I don't know how you not show up. Even if you would have had to walk me out, I still would have had to come.
Yeah.
Cuz death is hard, especially,
I
a
agree.
parent with a child. So I get it. I know it's hard for Miss Evelyn, but for you not to show. For you not, even if she would have pulled up in the limo and sat there. But for you not to show, Miss Evelyn, I'm giving you a side eye. I'm sorry. I tried not to go there, but I got to side eye you
Yeah,
now.
me too. Me too.
I got to
sis.
side eye you now.
Me
Because
too.
that's your
'Cause
baby.
Ain't no way you keeping me from that church with my loved one in there. Ain't no
That's
way.
your baby. That's your baby. You went on the gram and you wrote a whole paragraph.
Yeah.
About that being your baby, and y'all shared secrets in the bed, and you were there to the end, but you didn't show. And listen. What to say? This is the thing. The mother didn't show.
Yeah,
There's
that's
just
terrible.
no way. They treated her bad, and it shows. And they still had no love. Listen. And to be honest with you, all this time I was sitting there like, oh, this is great. They done got it all out. They done mended everything, because I was talking about Tamar, because her and Tamar used to go at it. And I was like, Tamar, they done mended all of that, because remember at I think it was Trina's wedding, when her and Tamar got into it in the back, and she had bit Tamar's hand, and so I was like, everything seems to be good. I'm so glad that they mended the fence, before she left here, and then we get here. Now, I will say this though: the only one thing I didn't like about Big Kev is they said that Big Kev was trying to do interviews about Tracy's last moments. Now, I didn't agree with that because I do feel like if Tracy wanted us to know about
Wait
her,
a minute. Hold up.
You heard me. Yeah.
He was trying to do what?
He was wanting to do. Allegedly, they were saying that Big Kev wanted to do interviews about Tracy's last moments with her.
See,
with her having.
This is what I mean. Why can't we just put our people in the grave and move? I mean, come on, people, really?
I don't agree
I
with
don't know
that
why we like this.
because I feel as
Why we
though
like this?
if she did all of this in privacy, then she didn't want us to know. So don't go on interviews talking
Exactly.
about her last
She
moment.
sounds like she was a very private person.
Yeah, she went through this in privacy. Like, don't do that. What about the kids though? Y'all could show. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Now, if that
that's what I
listen,
said.
if that was Tamar, Miss Evelyn would have been on the floor. And come on now, y'all, don't play with me. Now, I'm just
That's
saying
crazy.
they're
Now
true
I know
colors.
I call all my kids. I call all my kids my favorite. Like I have my favorite oldest, my favorite middle, my favorite up. But you best believe one of them passed. I'm at the funeral. You couldn't keep me away unless I'm dead myself. You couldn't keep me away from my child's funeral. I brought you in this world. I'm gonna watch you leave. I mean, seriously. Yeah, Shannon, I'm with you. It's crazy.
I see them
You
in a
couldn't even
whole
be
nother
there for the
way.
babies.
I really see them in a whole nother way. I listen. At one point, I thought Tracy was crazy. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. At one point, I was like, Tracy crazy. Tracy need help. Tracy this. Tracy that. Wasn't nothing crazy about Tracy. Tracy knew what she was talking about.
Yeah.
She knew what she was talking
She
about.
kept it real.
And I always said that she was the realest one on the show. She was definitely the realest one on the show. But she knew exactly what she was talking about because she definitely said they treated her different. There you go. And it showed. This time it showed. It showed. I just cannot believe they were not there. I can't believe it. I can't believe they weren't there. Maybe they'll say why they weren't there. I don't know, but I don't even. I mean, is there any excuse at this point? Is there an excuse? I don't.
No,
I don't think
not
there
for
is.
the mother. I mean, I don't care what was going down. Ain't no excuse for the mother not to show up.
Nah. Mm-mm. Nah. She didn't kick rocks. But I always thought that she was just as petty as those kids, and I always thought she kept something up between those girls. I don't care what nobody said. I always was like, Evelyn keep things up between those girls. Like she keeps them going against each other. I always thought that when I watched that show, I was
She
like,
keep
yeah,
the
she
flame.
messy.
She keep blowing on the flame. Keep the flame going.
Yeah, she does. She messy. Miss Evelyn she a little messy. But
Yeah, they
listen,
had to get it from somewhere though.
I hate I don't want to say I hate it was Tracy because I don't wish it was any of them. But I just feel like
Right.
God, I wish she had more time because she just felt like she was
Yeah.
cheated out of so much. I just wish she had more time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she was the one who had the
Yeah.
grandkids, and her son had just got married, and it's just sad. It broke my
So
heart.
I wonder what they're gonna say now. I wonder because social media is going off on them, the Braxtons now. I wonder what they're gonna come back and say now. I mean, but what can you say? You know what I'm saying? Like, what can you say why you didn't go to your sister, your own child's funeral?
You can't say nothing. I nothing, nothing. So mm-mm. They're different than my family. They don't even say love. Someone died, the same person that cursed them out will be the last time.
What you say?
Okay, listen. That's just. I mean,
Right. You right, Shannon. Like we used to fight like cats and dogs, but I'm telling you, as we grow up, we love our siblings.
yeah,
We can fight them, but nobody else can touch them.
yep,
Period. So
yep.
yeah, no.
Oh gosh. Okay. Let me get to this last story. I'm gonna get to this last story, and I'm gonna let this thing go. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna try to find. No, I ain't gonna find nothing good. The young lady that you see here, you may think
Just say it,
this
sis. Say it.
is his daughter. This is not his daughter. The young lady name is Jordan Goodlett. Goodlett, okay? The man's name is Dwight Reed. Dwight is 63 years old. 63. Jordan is 18 years young. She's 18. They are married. He is a pastor of a church. He married her right after she graduated from high school. Fresh out of high school, he married her. He has been married 3 times. Three times.
Wow.
3. Of course, she has not been married not once. Her father walked her down the damn aisle to marry this man. Her mother did not attend this wedding. Now, I know some of us go to church, some of us may not. This to me is wrong on all levels. This girl is fresh out of high school. She has not begun to live. He married her in November of 2021. It's been alleged that she's already pregnant, allegedly. How the dad could have walked her down, I don't understand. But she's 18. She's not going to college. She's not 18. 63. I couldn't let my daughter do this. I could not let my daughter do this. In a recent picture, well, a more recent picture, you can kind of see that she kind of looks like she's pregnant here. So,
yeah, she looked like she got a little baby bump there.
Look like she got a little bump. So, she's 18 and she's pregnant by the 63-year-old man, and her father actually gave her away.
So I don't know. I think they pimped her. I think her father pimped her. I'm sorry.
It sounds like
my thing is that you say he had been married 3 times previously, or this is his 3rd marriage. Don't make no
this
difference.
Is his 4th. This is
don't
his 4th.
Make no difference. Oh, this is his 4th. Okay, it
4th.
Doesn't even matter. So I guess after 3 failed marriages, he figured he'll get someone young that he can groom to the perfect wife.
There you go.
Because at 18, you don't know. You don't know the world. I mean, really, that's crazy. And basically, that's like her grandfather. It's disgusting.
Absolutely.
It's disgusting. You're 63 and she's 18. You're nasty. It's almost pedophilia. He's a pedophile.
I ain't want to say it, but
I mean, it's so at the border. He is so at the border. He's so close.
Yeah.
I'm serious. That's disgusting.
Yeah. It is horrible. And I would never co-sign this. I would never co-sign this. Which goes to show why that mother did not show up. It's why she didn't show up. And why she should not have showed up. And I would not have showed up. Right. I wouldn't co-sign on this. This girl is still young. And basically, to me, he's grooming her to be the type of woman that he wants her to be. Since he couldn't groom the other 3, he just decided to get somebody fresh. Exactly. And groom her to cook his meals and run his bath water and answer to him. That's what he did. His ugly ass. He done groomed her to do what the hell he want her to do. And for the father to walk her, you got to be weak as hell.
Yeah.
For you to just
you just pimped your daughter. Like, seriously, you just pimped your daughter. Seriously. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it. And now she's the first lady of the church now. Well, hold up now, because this is a different dynamics. Because you're the first lady of the church, that you're going to be speaking to other members of the church. You know, first ladies usually do female group things, activities and stuff like that. Ain't nobody gonna listen to her 18-year-old ass.
Nobody.
She ain't got no kind of life experience.
The mothers of the church are not going to
I'm
listen
not
to
listening
her.
to her.
Nobody. But here's the thing:
Hell no.
he may just have her to sit down and shut up. Cause, like you said, what is she gonna tell them?
She got nothing to offer.
Nothing.
Let me tell you about lunchtime when I was in high school. I mean, that's all she can tell you about.
Right.
I can tell you about
Exactly.
the prom. Oh no, I didn't go to the prom.
The youngest woman in the church will be the first lady of the church. How does that make sense? If you're the youngest, how?
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
Yeah.
I just couldn't. I couldn't vouch for
That's
it.
crazy.
Just stop
I
acting
don't
ugly.
understand what's going on here.
Don't ever. I don't want to hear another story like this. Don't do this to your damn kids. This is insane. Okay? Don't nobody else do this shit. This that's some damn cult looking shit here. Like, so anyway.
Yeah. I don't understand that. That's just
That's
nasty.
that he say she could be the first lady of the church daycare.
Oh, you got jokes now. Okay. But
She
yeah,
can.
I agree.
Listen,
That's about
that's about our whole.
all she can relate to. The children's choir.
Thank you. It's a children's choir. Cause she done been pimped. She has definitely
Yeah.
been pimped.
She can't even do the kids Bible study or the kids. She can't even do that because she ain't got no Bible knowledge. I mean, even if she do, she don't have enough. I
Wow.
don't know. I'm just
Oh, wait a minute. And speaking
Mm-mm.
of pimp, let me just say this last thing. So you know Wendy Williams still telling Wells Fargo to give her money. She won't.
Shut up.
And she
Shut
said that
up.
she also said that what was the other thing she said? She said she'll be ready to come back to television in about 3 to 4 months. And she said she's been getting some offers, and she allegedly said that The View may want her.
I think I saw that somewhere on Facebook where they were looking to have her as a guest.
Oh, a guest.
Guest. Right. So yeah, no. Wendy, sit down somewhere and get your treatments, boo. Because we don't want you coming back being a guest and passing out like you did with that big star on your head.
Oh my God. But did you see her husband? He went live
You
and he
remember she
talked
passed
about
out?
her. Yeah, she passed out. But her husband went live and he talked about her, and he talked very highly of her. He really did. He dogged
Yeah.
the people
Well, he
that's
should.
around her. That's who he dogged. He didn't dog her, but he dogged everybody around
Yeah.
her. And he said that they were not good for her. And that reminded me of Whitney.
Well, didn't he cheat on her? Wait, is this
Yes.
the one that cheated on her?
Yeah, that was all the husband
Oh,
said.
okay. Well, he should. He should talk. He should talk nice about her.
He said
The
it was an
damn
extra.
dog.
He said he had an extramarital affair. Okay.
He cheated. Cheating is cheating, fool.
You said it the wrong way. He
He
said it was an
cheated.
extramarital affair. Okay. It wasn't, you making it sound raunchy.
He cheated.
But anyway.
Cheating.
Listen, I'm just telling you what
You
the man
went
said.
outside the marriage and you gave away you gave away the family dingaling.
Oh.
You cheated.
Oh God. Oh God. Well, anyway, we gonna keep Wendy lifted in our prayers that she gonna get herself together, honey. Cause Wendy crazy.
Yeah, we definitely have to.
Wendy crazy. And Wells Fargo, give her money. Give that lady her money. She say she is competent. Give her her money.
I'm starting not to believe that at this point, because this is a bank. You know what I'm saying? And this is not just any bank. This is one of the major banks. You know, they're not gonna be holding on to your money but for so long. And Whitney got attorneys. She could have been took them to court. Stop playing. I'm starting not to believe. She just trying to get attention now. Come on now. And how long your creditor is gonna go? How long your creditor is gonna go without getting paid? Duke Power demands I pay them every 30 days.
That's true. That is true.
Come on now.
I don't know.
Duke
I don't
Energy
know.
don't play.
They don't. Because, honey, they done doggone told. They done emailed me. Your statement is ready.
Okay.
Bitch is going to stay ready.
I mean, I don't know if this is a new thing, and I was kind of pissed off at when I first saw it. The mugs texted me. I said,
Oh, yeah.
when the heck Duke Energy started texting people?
Yeah, they got your phone number.
I said,
Yeah.
I can't get rid of them darn things. Can I at least see you the 29th day?
Nah, they for real about this. All right, man, we're going to get off of here. Listen. Thank y'all for watching. Don't be scared.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for the comments.
Let's talk about it. We
Let's
out.
talk about